Little table here. It's actually nice looking. Needs a little refinishing, but it's a little old even. Not bad looking. Someone has the time to refinish it. Okay, well, I'll grab the chair. Okay. Got some rims here. Little HMS. That's good. Ooh, nice and heavy. 45 pounds, 40 pounds probably. Pretty heavy. A tent here, I guess. I need a tent. Holy smokes. Super heavy. Well, that was nice. So I got a microwave case here. Well, it's actually pretty complete. No transformer, but so it's got two motors. Got a motor here, magnetron. So a little peek for all you dumpster divers. Okay, I'll grab this. Okay, we're in the back of the yard. Took a couple hour break. Okay, piece of brass here. Pretty tight. Okay, there it is. It's just a thing, smallest amount of brass, but it's still brass, right? No point leaving it there. So, this type you need definitely need a right vise. Come on. No vise, can't do it. Might be able to do vice grips maybe, but you need something to hold it tight. Okay. Two pieces of brass. It all adds up. Adds up in the long run. One more here. Come off the barbecues, so keep your eye out. Oh, I had the wrong way. Tight all the way. Next time I should put it on the outside with the vise and go completely around the circle with a wrench, but anyways. It's got some kind of cement on there or something. So it seals this. There it is. There it is. Okay, we're going to strip out the stove. So we'll put the stove in. Bucket of wire. I'm going to strip all this stuff here so I can start putting it in the bin, and then I can get that thing A couple things over there. Okay. Can't find my aviation snips. Got buried somewhere. So I'm gonna do it with this. So we could wire this one. It's not bad. These cutters are okay, but there's a few flat spots here in the cutter that don't work. It's cutting something that's hardened, right? These wires are all heavy duty. It's all like a thicker gauge, thicker than normal. Not normally this thick. It's a better quality. It's a heavy harness. Oh, that's a heavy harness. Okay. Hoping it would just pop right off. There's only one IC chip on there anyways, no big deal. I think that's it. Some order here. So I'll take some crap off here, make it a little smaller. But there's a small screwdriver, see that? Just pop it right out. a bit greasy, so when it's harder, when it's greasy. Copper spool, put over here for now. Okay, I'll move that over. Okay, I got a dryer here. Let's see, the back actually comes off pretty easy, so I can grab the back wire, which is pretty nice. Found my cutter was on the ground. Well, it's actually on the table, full of junk on top of it, but anyways. Quite the harness here. There's a clip here. Holding it. Okay. Not bad. See, this is better grade wire, so I have to cut all the clips off it. Pay better. Okay, I'm not sure if there's anything inside this thing here, so I'm just going to shake it around a bit. One of my dryers have something in it. I heard some change, so let's see if to see. Not hearing very much. No. Might be the other one there. I'm going to strip the furnace next. First I want to stick on that side. I want to get rid of it. Some mortar here. Bunch of wire. Gas line. There's a bunch of little transformer. Be a little transformer here and a few things. The newer furnaces are a little bit better, more wire. These old ones are limited. New ones are like digital, and they have all kinds of thermostat controls and weird things. Even if you can't take the furnace, just take the wires off it. Pull the motor out. If you're scrounging on a bicycle or cart, if you're walking, whatever, you just take the basics off it. Aluminum. Okay, there's a transformer here. Okay. I think this will probably loosen this part. Maybe not. Okay. I think this will pop up like that. See that? That's a transformer here. It's a plastic casing, so pretty easy, and it's got rivets. So let's take the glasses. Yeah, usually got a really good copper transformer. Okay, this is the kind that has I's and E's. So since I started to break it, it came loose. See that? Once you loosen it, yeah. There it is. I don't know how much is on there, but give it a crunch and we'll see. Not too bad. Yeah, too much copper's down. That's the problem. I knew the price was getting high. That's why I was getting a lot of my wire ready. It kind of stays high and then drops fast. I was watching another channel there. They said it dropped 20 cents after scrap period, so it adds up quite a bit. If you got lots of weight. You know, I had that 200 pounds. It would have been like 50 bucks, right? Okay. So, a little copper transformer out of all that. Copper here. So look, make sure, like I say, it's worth saving. Okay, let me get a little tool for this. Usually what I do is I loosen this and pull the whole assembly out. But we'll see. Hold on. Loosen here. Not sure if it's flat, whatever it is, but used to loosen it flat. So you can loosen it from here. And you can pull. I cut actually the belt. You didn't see that, it was off camera. That. See, actually, like I say, you don't need a lot of tools. You're just gonna loosen this. I pull this whole assembly out because it's not gonna get you more money. See that? There's the whole motor. The assembly's still in there. Two screws. Looks burnt, the motor. It's aluminum. It's aluminum. Okay, so you saw that. Pretty simple. These things here are cast aluminum. This one's plastic. plastic. Sometimes they are aluminum. Okay, ready to go in. There's cast burners here you can take out if you wanted some better metal, but too much work. So that's the problem with these mortars, they're unpredictable if you don't know. But throw in the heavy iron, get rid of it just that way. I mean, they might pay a little more if I take it in, but I just don't want to bother. Takes a pretty good roll up. Okay, you try this. Sometimes you don't have impact wrench. There it is. See that? Use the tool to jam that thing. See that? Otherwise, impact you can do it without jamming it, right? It's actually like vibrating everything apart. So nice, look at that. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, I've been lucky, been getting copper mortars lately on those. A lot of times they come aluminum, so, or they come with that weird copper mortar. Pulled the screw out already. Okay. Funny, it only has one bolt holding it. But you see, you know, you can bust it with a hammer, all four corners, or you can drill it. Looks like a decent mortar. Actually, these are actually really good. Okay, they use a different kind of pattern here. Like a hex, a little different one. Normally star. But I'll take the easy wire. Oh, this doesn't have that weird insulation on there. Oh, and this one has actually a thing in the box in the back here. It's a heat sink and a little bit of aluminum. Let me get another bar, stand by. Okay, I stripped everything here. Went really fast. These must be easy to repair too, because you can work off the top, you work off the back panel very easy. Really nothing bored. One IC chip on there. Here's one of the heat sink I was telling you about. It's pressed in here somehow. I'm gonna pull it out. Plastic. This one you just gotta. It is. A couple transistors on here. Oh yeah, so they went with the Torx to get it off. But you know how I operate. That's how I operate. There it is. Huh. A little stingy, there it is. That's it, clean. So we got this. It's a nice heavy chunk. Then we have this wheel. And a good load of wire came out of there. Very, very impressive on the wire. The aluminum starting up again, see that? It's amazing how fast it adds up. Okay, that one's done. Everything's stripped of the wire completely, everything. Switches, little motors, okay. These small ones actually have nice brass. Sometimes they get rusted here, you have to use a grinder, but get it right close like that. Very heavy. We'll see, but I'm kind of unscrewing this here because I need to make more room. Delicate stuff like that takes too much room. Okay, this is the really good fit. All you do is just take all these little screws. Okay. Okay. There's a little pin here. That's why I like these type of pliers. These side grips. You pull the pin out, see that? Now that comes out. Now you have clean brass. See the pin there? See? Like that. Pull it. Pull it out. When you got lots of brass, you can sneak it in, but there's a little piece of rubber here. If you want, you can just use a grinder. Cut it. That's if you want to. It's up to you guys. But you know, we start adding all these little extra things that we're getting. They don't seem like much at the moment, but you know, as you start progressing, okay, see how it adds up. You know, okay, I'm going to take this down a little part. You'll see I'm starting to fill up little nooks and crannies. Okay. So I was wondering if there's anything good in this stuff here. You know, I never stripped one, but we'll take these aluminum top off. I don't think there's anything good in there. Maybe a couple of brass fittings, maybe on hoses or something. It's turning. Okay, moats. Let's see. So twist it up here. It makes it a little harder. What to do with it? This is a proper socket. The nut involved here, so almost out. There it is. I tried stripping one of these before, but they were just they kept. It was too rusty. This one might work. It's not that old, like it's not too rusty. Most of the time you can't strip these. It's actually pretty heavy. Not too bad for weight. Seems like they didn't tighten it properly when they put it together. It's all hand tight, not like it's with those proper tools. Okay. I'd say we got 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds. It's like a heavier gauge, so that it doesn't fall apart in the wind. Okay, let's take the screws around this middle housing here. Might be some stainless steel here, even. Don't know. Especially on a burner. Okay. Put a magnet on it. Oh, wow, it's all stainless. I can knock out these inserts here, but it's stainless. Wow, look at that. I would have never knew. This steel. This burner here is stainless. Partly stainless. Mixed metals here, hard to get off. So you know, learned every day something new, I guess. See, there's a connection there, from here to here. There's a little burner inside there. So, top of the valve. There. Okay. Brass. These things are, I'm going to take the, smash these off, take the brass off, like smash this handle, take the brass off, and sell it for dirty aluminum. Because it's got steel inside the center. There it is. the atomic bomb. We're taking apart the atomic bomb. I never thought, I guess it comes like a kit when you buy it. I like this heavy steel on the bottom. It's like copper plated or something. Steel. If that was copper, you'd be laughing. Be payday. So, at least it didn't take up my whole bin now. I was a little bit worried because it's really bulky. I'm gonna take this heavier steel off the bottom. Hope it comes off. Oh, could be double-ended, so nut could be turning. If that's the case, I'm gonna chuck it like the way it is. Yeah, it's nuts turning because it's got gravel in there. I don't want to deal with it. Oh, I thought there was gravel in this thing. I had gravel in. What happened to it? I'm sure I heard gravel when I grabbed it. Oh, because you had a base on it before. I guess I was wrong. Felt like there was gravel in there when I was moving around when I got it. See, it's just too much work. Too much work. Okay, we'll take this burner apart now. See what's in it. If I can get it out. Okay, let me just see if I can take this nuts off here. There's 4. It's really burnt here. But hopefully I can get inside it. That's that. It's just they got okay, that's good. That came out. Okay, that's like a burner or something. There's something else in here. Looks. Okay. Oh, it's more screws. Let's see. Okay, here's your whole assembly. A little brass in there, copper, aluminum. Wire, igniter, aluminum. Okay, screws here. I have another one there. See, I found 2. Isn't it weird? They just pop out of nowhere. Haven't had any at all, and then 2 pop up. Haven't seen any. Never mind. Never mind. Getting to. So it's a good chunk of brass here. So you have this brass here. This is steel. Partially brass and steel. It's mixed. I'm going to take it apart after. Steel here. Now if I can get this off here. It's not really, I can't really clean it. That's stainless. Let's see if I can get it apart. No. It's so rusty, burnt out. Okay, maybe I can cut it. I just don't know how you can get the stainless steel off this metal rim. If you can bang it or something. That's a little pop riveted. Yeah. So now what is what here? Steel, stainless, and not stainless, so we go back and forth maybe. There it is. Remember there's 3 inserts. Stainless. Okay, and don't forget that steel. There's a little plastic here and a few things. Stripped, guys. First time ever. Okay. Okay, so here's my heavy metals right here. All this here. This right here. Beginning new pile. Some more bottles are here. I got 3 garbage cans I'm gonna dump, and then I have cleaned up a little bit over here, cleaned to swept the ground nicely, just for tripping hazards, right? You could be tripping on something there. So that's the bin. This is probably gonna do this Monday. So that's the bin so far. We'll strip this. Still got a few more. There's just all my wire from today. I'd say probably about at least 8 pounds, 10 pounds of wire, maybe 8 pounds probably. The bucket's a couple pounds. Oh, is that the cop skin? See, now it's going to be a little bit easier to clean because I have room over here, so I'm going to work on this area a little bit here so I can organize it a little better. Okay. Plug over here. Put this over here. So you'll see the wire again. See how fast it builds up when you save it? Not to mention, you know, you got copper mortars and other things. Stainless steel, aluminum, cast aluminum. This one here looks like stainless steel too, almost part of aluminum also. I'm lucky with these mortars lately, I can't believe it. See that? 3 already recently. I cleaned the floor up a bit, but I still have to clean the work table up. Some garbage here. Gotta be on top of everything, otherwise it just overwhelms you, if you know what I mean. Can't keep up otherwise. Always get rid of your garbage as fast as possible, don't let it sit. That's the key thing. But we're talking about just garbage, right? I mean scrap, you can always scrap it anytime. You know what I'm saying? Okay. This gets dark fast now. Well, Saturday I don't make too much noise, to be honest. More than I have to. It was a productive day today, got a lot done. Maybe I'll take this off quickly. Won't do now. Won't get it done, if you know what I mean. It's coming. Okay. Some plastic here, I don't know. It's got it's like almost like a carter pin, a horseshoe type clip there, which does come off. So, another time. Okay. So you can sell it the way it is pretty well. It's only a little tiny piece of rubber, maybe like ½ an inch, no big deal. But if they pick about it, use the sawzall or grinder on it. Okay. See, that's the heat sink right here, I think. On that side. Put it on the outside. Yeah. This one doesn't have one. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like. If there's things you want me to scrap, let me know. If you're interested, if I have it, I'll scrap it, but if I do find it, you know, I'll remember to do it. I've seen, you know, they're good to scrap to make it smaller. And there's a little bit of brass, a little bit of stainless steel, copper line, and a little bit of aluminum on those outdoor heaters. So it's up to you guys if you want to scrap it or not. Right? I'll take that one down just something to do. Just because I want to learn, you know, because I only did one ever, right? So it's nice to know how they pop off efficiently and fast. Okay. I pretty well cleaned all the brass. If you see, that's all I have left. So I actually was pretty productive today when I did my scrap run. I thought it wouldn't be even get half of it done. No, I got a lot of it done. This one here, I'm gonna put in the vise. That's pot metal or die cast. You know, it's an alloy material, aluminum type material, but so that will have to be cleaned. I'll leave it out here because I want to do that. My next little aluminum again. I got a bunch of Christmas lights here. These ones here I want to do. Last time I did them, they popped off real easy. Let's see what I used almost like pliers and they popped off, but then I tried it again and it seemed like it didn't want to come off, so it was a different run of lights or something. And it comes off. See that? Just comes off. Here's the socket. So okay, these are pretty good then. I don't know if it was something to do with summer maybe. I think it'd make a difference, but see, it comes off actually really easy. It's better than cutting because you don't lose any at all, right? You know what I mean? So this is what I want to get rid of because it's occupying a piece of real estate up, right? Real estate's expensive around here, so make sure I use every square inch of it. Haha, you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, so you can just sit there on a chair and just daydream, whatever, think of things. And just go like this. See that? It's a full piece of wire. See that? And then I'll probably get a little bit better money. Maybe I'll get like 60 cents a pound instead of 15 cents a pound, if you know what I mean. See, as we're talking, look how much I got done already. Right? And I'm just taking it slow. Well, it's a big knot here, actually, but see that? Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.